what is Git, what is GitHub, what do I mean when I say Git branching strategy, what is Git branch. So all these things is what I have learned. Now, in the previous class, when I was closing yesterday's class, I showed you one small thing. I showed you that whenever I do a Git merge, I get this kind of a structure. So if you see, this is my main branch, and then this is my feature branch. But the moment I do a merge, there are two things here. Okay, one, I get a new commit ID. You see this red, the red one is a new commit ID, and on top of that, I get a bulk or old television kind of structure here. The problem is not with the functionality, but the problem is that when you come back to this repository in future, let me say 5 years, 10 years of after a long term, you will see it is a lot complicated. You will not be able to track who is going where, which change is leading to what. So that creates a lot of confusion. So what I'm trying to do now is I'm trying to do the same thing, but in a different manner. So there is a concept of rebase. Okay, so there are two major differences here. One, if you see here, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 commits are there, 1, 2, 3, 4, and this 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So when you do a Git rebase, the number of commits do not increase. But if you see here, 4 plus 3 plus 1, one new commit has been added. So there are two major differences between Git merge and Git rebase. One, when you do a Git merge, a new commit ID is created. When you do a Git rebase, a new commit ID is not created. And if you read this, Git rebase does the same job as Git merge. That is merging the changes from one branch to another. There are two major differences which we talked about. One is a new commit ID is not generated, and you get a neat and clean directory like this, a new neat and clean directory like this. Here you get a old television kind of structure. Okay, so what we are going to do now is we are going to see how can I make that thing work in my AWS environment, or demonstrate that particular thing in my AWS environment. So first of all, what I'm going to do is I'm going to launch my EC2 instance, and from there I'm going to get my work started. So let me come here. I am in Mumbai. I will go to North Virginia because my instance is there. Okay. Now here I am in, I'll say EC2. EC2. I don't know, today AWS is a bit slow. Okay, so please expect a small delay, but let's see. So I have this Git server which is up and running. Okay, I'll simply try to connect to this like this. Directly I'd connect like this. So this is my instance which I'm trying to connect. Let me make it a little bit big. So I will just come here and say sudo su hyphen host name is Git server. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a repo. So I have this Git 2907. If I come here and say Git log minus one line minus graph. Wait a second. Let me just take that command. I don't remember that command. So let me come here and say Git log decorate graph. That command I want. My internet is slow or what? Minus decorate minus graph. One line minus graph. Git log minus graph. minus minus one line minus minus graph gra ph gra graph decorate. Thank you. And it was minus minus decorate and minus minus all. Okay, sorry. I should go inside this Git repo. And you can see here, I told you that whenever I do a Git merge, I get this kind of structure. And this is what I was showing you. And over a period of time, if I keep doing Git merge, every time a new commit will be generated. And every time I will have to face the complexity of doing a Git merge. So I'll make it simple. I will try to do a Git rebase cd dot dot. Here I'm going to create a new repo. I will go ahead and say mkdir git rebase. Again, you give any name of your choice. cd git rebase. Go inside and say git init. Okay, I'll clear all these things. Now I'm going to create a file. Let me say nano file 1.txt. This is a new file. Control X, Y, enter. So now I will do git add dot git commit minus m first change. Okay. I'm not doing push because I want to show you everything here, but if you want, you can do push. Okay, just to avoid complexity, I am not doing a push. So if I come and put it is
Sir, all these tasks we used to perform in the local machine, right? Our putty. Now we are doing it in Linux. Why is like that?
No, putty is also connecting you to the Linux machine only. See, at the end of the day, this is where I am connecting IPADDR. So IP address is this. See, 172. See here, this is the IP address. 172.31.80.67. Where is this IP address? So if you come back to your instance, just not deleted it. Wait. If you come back to your instance, let me open my instance. I just deleted that browser. So even if you are connecting via putty, you are connecting to your server only. This is server. This is the IP address. Connect from anywhere. At the end, you reach your web server, which is running on cloud environment.
So it is not necessary that we need to perform only in local machine.
No, not required.
Okay.
Not required. For me, the local can be my cloud machine. For you, the local is your laptop. So again, you work via Git bash. Then it is your laptop. If I'm working on this thing, putty, it is my cloud. So anywhere.
Thank you, sir. Yeah.
So this is my branch. So let me just go ahead and so what is the problem here? Main is the default branch. I don't want main to be my default branch. So I'll come here and say GitHub GitHub.com. The new laptop. So new laptop in the sense old laptop only, but not where I do the general class. This is my repository. But good. So I will go and say I want to create. Let me sign in first. I don't have the personal access token. Okay, wait. Anyhow, I'll create one. New repository. So I'm creating this guy. Okay, git rebase. Git rebase, and I'm creating this as my public repo. Go all the way down here. Say I want to create a repo. So I've already done git init, git add, and all those things. I just will run these 3 commands from the bottom, and you know what these commands will do. Control C, Control V. What happened? This is also a problem. Git branch minus M main. Copy paste is not working. Git branch minus M main. So main becomes my default branch. Then let me try to do this command. It's not good getting copy pasted. Here it is working. Control A, Control C, Control V. Paste. Okay, and then git push minus U. I will not push because I don't have this thing. Anyhow, let me clear all these things first. So I'll do everything here only, later I'll push. So I will come here and say git branch. So I can see master branch. Now let me run this command. So you can see I have one commit named as first change, and I have it here. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to just try to understand this. Then you will be able to relate things. So I'm trying to create one commit here. I will go like this. This is my main branch. Parallelly, I'll create one more commit here. Feature branch. Feature branch. Feature branch. Finally, so let me say this is my feature branch. This is my main branch. Now, if I do a merge, what will happen? A bulk kind of structure will come like this. But I don't want to merge. I want to do a rebase. So what I will do is I will take these 2 things from here and put it here. 1, 2, it will come here, and this will be gone from here. Okay, so how many commits? This is going to be my first commit. On the main, I will going to do 2 commits. On the feature branch, I'm going to do 2 commits. Okay, so altogether 5 commits will be there, and I will show you a linear structure here. Okay, carefully follow.
And sir, future branch will be committed alone or individually? I mean, sorry.
You can do
time or individually.
You can do whatever you want. If you want to merge, sorry, if you want to commit one by one, you do one by one. One shot you want to do, you do one shot. Your call, no problem there. So okay. I'm going to create a new branch. So I'll say git branch, and let me say FB1. Okay, so I have 2 branches now. Git branch. So I can see 2 branches. So I will make 2 changes in main branch. Okay, so let me show you that. So nano, my file is this guy. I will say first change done. First change done on main branch. Control X, Y, enter. Okay, I can see a few questions here. I'm a little bit lost. Rebase is like a new branch. Wait, hold on. Let me go ahead and complete this, and then I will come back to you again. I will explain you once again what's the problem, what you should be looking at. Git. This time I will use the 2-in-1 command. Okay, so I'll say git commit -m, before that -a, -m, and I will say first commit on I'm doing it on main, right? Main. Done. Now I will make one more change. Okay, second commit on main. Let me commit it again. Git commit. Okay, now let me show you how is it looking like now. See here, if you see here, this is my head. Okay, this is my main. So I have first commit here, first commit on main, second commit on main. Still it is a straight line, there's no problem. Still now it's a straight line. Now the problem will come. So I will say git checkout. I will go to my FB1 branch. Okay, FB1. So now if I come and say git branch, I am in my FB1. Now here, if I change something or the changes I've done on main will not be visible. Just come here and say nano file1.txt. See here, it is still having the old content. I will say changes or first change done on main branch. Okay, control X, Y, enter. I will commit it. How am I committing? So I'm committing it like this, but I will say main, I will say FB1, and this I will say first commit. I'll show you the graph. Give me 1 minute for this. Okay, again I'll make a change here. Second commit on, okay, I did a small mistake. FB1 branch, I should have written it as FB1. Okay, control X, Y, enter, and again I will do a commit. Okay, I should have given it like this. Let me put it like this. Second, I don't think it will take now, but let me. Okay, now let me clear all these things. Okay, how is it looking like? Let me take this content from here. Now, if you see this guy carefully, okay, let me just snip this and now If you see carefully, this is the starting. This is the place where I started. This is the place where I started, right? Now, one branch is going like this, in this direction, and the other branch is going in this direction. Okay, something similar to this. One branch is going like this, straight. The other branch is going like this. Okay, one commit here, one commit here. Okay, this is going like this, and this commit is going like this. Right? Now, if I merge the change, what will happen? It will give me a bulk structure like this. It will merge like this, right? With a new commit ID. I don't want this thing to happen. I want that it should come as one single straight line. So first commit here, then one commit here, then one commit here, and then the other two commits should come here. Obviously, in future, when I start my work, readability of this guy will be better. So this is my rebase.
The rebase is better. The merge is, the rebase is better than the merge because avoid conflict.
No, there can be a conflict. There is no problem with the conflict.
But
I am not talking about the conflict. There can be a conflict. If there is a conflict, you have to solve it in that way only. Okay. Even if there is a conflict, the formatting is better. So if you see carefully, when you are doing a git rebase, okay, I get a single straight line. So I can track who is doing what in a single straight line. It's a single straight line. But if I do a merge, I get a bulk like this.
So the mainly difference is like the history, the way you see the history. Yes. One is straight, another is like a bit confused.
Yes. Now, if I come back to this guy again, let me just come back here again. So this is what I'm trying to recreate. So this is like top to bottom. So it starts here. So it starts here. This is where I started. Then I created one branch, FB1. It goes this direction. I have the master branch or the main branch which goes in this direction. If you do a merge, you get a new commit ID along with this bulk kind structure. Okay. But if you do a git rebase, you get one single straight line. Now you will say, just for one single straight line, why should I do this? So if you come to this guy in future, so let me say git merge, mess. So basically what happens, if you keep merging over a period of time, your repository will be very untidy. Just, something like this. It will become something like this. Now here, it is very difficult to trace and say who is doing what. So let me just come a little bit down here. Over a period of time, the history which you have will look something like this. Now it is so difficult to tell who has done what kind of change. Okay, so I will always want a neat and clean repository, something like this, a single straight line, rather than having like this. So everywhere where you want to read, you will see one very important thing. There is a confusion that git merge and git rebase are different things, but functionality wise, git rebase does the same job as git merge. That is merging the changes from one branch to another branch. While merging, if you get git conflict, you have to resolve that conflict. So work-wise, both are same. I'm repeatedly saying work-wise, both are same. They do the same thing. Whatever merge will do, rebase will also do the same thing. But the benefit you get is At the end of the day, if you do a merge, you get one extra commit. Point number one. When you, and this messy structure is what you get. And over a period of time, this mess becomes a very bad thing. And to trace back who has done becomes very, very difficult. So if you want to maintain one straight line with a neat and clean history, then you should go with rebase. So rebase gives you a neat and clean history. The log is very neat, clean. So you can see one single straight line here, this bulk kind of structure. One extra commit is there here. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. Here 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. So one extra commit here is coming here. So always when you go for an interview, you will face this question: what is the difference between merge and rebase? Are they two different things? Functionality wise, no, they are the same. Functionality wise, both are same. The only difference is that when I do a git merge, I get an extra commit ID and a bulk kind of structure. And over a period of time, if I go back to see the history of my commits, it is very messy and it is very untidy. If you want a cleaner repository with no extra commits, you should do git rebase. If you do git rebase, you get one single straight line with all the commits at the sequence in which you want. Okay, that's the only difference. There is no other difference. Okay, so now,
and so this problem occur only when you are not working with the main branch, right?
See, now if you come here, you will see the problem, because the same code you have changed here, right?
Yeah.
See, I'll just show you that. Wait. See, the same code you have touched here in your main branch, and the same code you have touched here. So on FB1 and main branch, you have touched the same code. So you will get a merge conflict. When you're trying to merge, you will get a merge conflict. So
but
my
FB1 is my own, which I created. No, it is not linked up with.
You see both. Why you will see only that? Come here. Come here. Now, if I come here and say git branch, I can see both the branches.
Correct, sir. When you work with the main branch, this problem will not come, right?
But what if somebody else is working on the main branch?
Yeah.
See, yesterday in the class I showed you, right? Somebody, you are doing the changes on main, but at the same time somebody else did the change. Then what is? Then see, this conflict can come at any point of time. Whether you are working on main.
I got it.
So this topic which we are talking about is not about why are we getting that conflict, how we will resolve that conflict. It is more of maintaining a neat and clean history. Okay. Now, if you come here and run this command, you will see this guy main is pointing somewhere else. This guy FB1 is pointing somewhere else. Now, when you do a git merge, so currently you are in FB1. So let me say from FB1, you come here, git checkout main. Okay. And now the magic will start. Now here you say git rebase, means I want to merge the code with whom? I'm in main branch. I want to rebase it with FB1. And here you get the conflict. It says auto merge of file1.txt is not possible. You're getting a conflict because of this file. Again, resolve the merge conflict. Okay. Then do a git rm or git add, and then do a git rebase continue. And if everything is okay, then your work will go fine. If you don't want to do anything here, just abort this operation by saying git rebase -- abort. Okay, same like what is happening in git merge. Here also you are getting a conflict, but I'm not doing a git merge, I'm doing a git rebase. Let's follow it step by step. Resolve all the conflicts manually. So let me come here and say git log. So by git log, I will come to know who has done the changes and what changes were made. Okay. If I come here and say -- one line, I will get this head has been changed by FB1. So I'll go and catch hold who is this guy. Like this, I will get to know what are the problems. Now, once I know the problem, I also know that the problem is because of this file. Both of them will come and fix the problem. So this head is unnecessary, remove it. Here, this third line is unnecessary, remove it. And I think wait a second. Control X, Y, enter. Nano. Okay. So let me just make the font size a little bit less because okay. Now let me go ahead and change the problem. So let me remove the last line here. Okay, this is what I don't want. First change is done on main branch. Okay, so this I want to merge with this guy. So first change is done on main and FB1 branch, and then I will delete this line. So manually, I sat along with the other developer. I have fixed the problem. Control X, Y, enter. Now it says git add dot and then git rebase minus continue. It is asking me for a edit message. Escape I, write a message. Say git rebase done successfully. Escape :WQ exclamation mark, and you get a message. There is again a problem. It says could not apply. Second commit is on main. Okay, let's see what has happened now. Just let me come here and see. Okay, there is one. Okay, there is some more conflict here. Okay, so I think the conflict was not resolved properly. So let me resolve it properly first. This time I will not delete anything. I will say, okay, both of you keep your changes. I don't have any problem. Because it is the mutual understanding between those two developers. Okay, both agreed that we will keep everything. So that unnecessary lines I have removed. Control X, Y, enter. What should I do? So resolve the conflict manually. Done. So this step is done. Next step is git add and then git rebase continue. So let me just copy this. So the command is git add dot. Then go ahead and say this git rebase continue. Okay, type git rebase minus continue. Okay, then escape I, just say git rebase done successfully. Okay, I've done a git rebase successfully. Escape, right quit exit. Now it says successfully rebased, then updated the reference. Now if you clear everything, come here and say git log minus one line. You will see one straight line is here. Let me come here. See here. This is one straight line. So this is the benefit which I get when I do a git rebase. I get one single straight line. I don't get a bulk like of structure. So even if I do a rebase multiple times, I can track the progress. And more importantly, I'll show you one more thing.
The straight line will be following the sequence, right?
Yes, it will follow the sequence. Show me. Let me come here 1 minute. See here.
So working in group, you will never merge, never.
Why will you not merge? See, again, it will depend on your project requirement. I'm just showing you the options. Now, when you work on a project, you will decide which one is better for you. Okay. See, if you go here step by step, 2C431D. So this is the bottommost one. 2C431D. That's okay. Then go to the main branch, B4D2C. So B4D2C. And then C830697, C386097, then 268, this EB567. So these are two which are pushed at the top with new commit IDs. But at the end of the day, I don't get a new commit ID. You can see here, git rebase done successfully, git rebase done successfully, and I have pushed all my changes, and all my changes are in one single straight line. Earlier, there was a deviation. So if you see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so 5 commits in one single straight line.
In one single project, we can have both techniques.
In one single project,
we can use both techniques.
Yes, you can use both techniques. Git allows you to use both the techniques in the same repository. If you want to use both techniques, you can do. At the end of the day, the work will be same. I'm repeatedly saying, at the end of the day, the work is same. The only difference is the way it is represented, the way it is shown to you when you do a git log -1 line decorate all. If you keep doing git merge, you will get something like this at the end. Let me say I have done 20 commits. Now, who will tell where is this guy going? Where is this? Where is this? It is very much problematic. So history can be intentionally populated by a lot of merge commits because multiple people are working on the same branch in parallel. Visual charts of these repository can be mess and do not add much to the information. You will not come to know who is doing what. Where should I go and change my code? It is a mess. You don't know what to do. We came to Git so that we can track who is doing what, but I'm not able to track because it has become a mess. I don't want this mess. I want a simple straight line like this. First commit, second commit, third commit, fourth commit. This commit coming from FB1 first commit, second commit, third commit. I see a single straight line, a neat and clean repository where I can get all my things in one single straight line. So this is what I want. And this is what I achieve when I start using Git rebase. Functionality wise, still the same thing. There was a conflict, I resolved it, and I got a single straight line. Any questions on this?
Hi, Vikas. I have one question. Like, see now, suppose for a team like 4 or 5 or more developers are working for a particular branch. Okay, main branch. Now, what happened? Like, if each and everyone has been created their feature branch separately to do their development. Now, in that case, from your side, which one you prefer? Like doing the branch or?
It will totally depend on my request approver. So let me say the one who is approving the PR, he wants me to raise a Git rebase request. He wants a single straight line. So I will raise a rebase. So again, it depends on project to project. See, because at the end of the day, both are doing the same thing. So let me say Git merge is easy. Initially, when you start your work, Git merge is easy. So you will say, I will do Git merge only because anyhow the merge is happening and I'm deleting my temporary branch. So anyhow, you have one, see, if you are following the process says, create a temporary branch, raise a PR request, and then merge it with your main branch and delete the temporary branch. So anyhow, the temporary branch is deleted. So you get a straight line. But there are many companies who don't want to implement that. They don't want to delete the branch. So in that case, they land into a mess. So those people should go ahead and implement Git rebase so that
now,
they can.
Yeah, that is perfectly okay. Now the question is like, who will take care of this Git rebase? Like, suppose an individual developer or like an admin?
No, admin will take care of this. See, in every team, there will be one guy who will be the PR approver, the admin guy, mostly the admin guy,
Correct.
or a senior member of your team.
Correct. Correct.
So he will be the one who is approving the PR, because at any point of time something goes wrong, people will catch him only. That
Yes.
you are the owner of the Git repo. So you know who is pushing the code. Without your permission, code cannot come here. So he will be responsible for maintaining the code sanity.
Okay, Vikas, thanks a lot.
Yeah. So this topic is a bit complex. Okay. That's why I have kept it for last. But overall, if you see, Git is a tool which will help you to maintain the version, and it will help you to maintain the code sanity. So parallelly, people will be working, but at the end of the day, I want a neat and clean code that I will only and only get from GitHub. And if you also want your GitHub to be neat and clean, then you should first create your own temporary branch, raise a PR request, get your PR request approved, merge your changes with GitHub, and then delete the temporary branch. So that is Git branching strategy. Now I learned what is Git branch, Git rebase, Git merge, Git pull, Git push, Git clone, Git tag. So there are many commands like this. Now, one thing which I have not told you. Now, let me say I'm saying that this is a branch which you should. So let me say there is something which I like it, or just come here. There is a branch here. Let me say there is a branch here, and I'm saying take whatever you want from here. Git SCM. Let me just Git SCM masterclass. I'm saying take the content from here. So now there are two ways. Either you can directly come here and you can download a zip and keep it in your local. This is one way of doing it. Other way of doing it is you can fork it. Fork it means click on this. So what it will say that, okay, this is your ID and this is my this thing, and you will be able to fork it. Means whatever I have in my GitHub, you take directly to your GitHub. So forking means from GitHub to GitHub. So I'll show you one. So let me say I have something here. AWS labs. Okay. So as of now, if you see here, it is github.com AWS labs. Let me say I like this AWS shell. So whatever content is here, I like it. So what I will do, I will fork it. So when I fork it, see here, it is coming to my this thing. My, where is this? So it says already forked. So you already have it. Let me take some other thing. AWS CloudFormation template. So I will, some 3.4K people have forked it. I'll also take it. See again, this also I have taken. Okay. So basically what I'm saying, let me show you something else. Yahoo. This Yahoo content I want to copy to my local. Okay. So there is something called CMAC. I don't know what is this. Apache Kafka. Something is there. I want to take from their GitHub to my GitHub. Simply fork it. See here it is saying, are you ready to fork? Simply come here and say fork. So from their GitHub, see now the URL is vikas99341 CMAC. So I have forked it. Means you have picked from their GitHub and you have brought to your GitHub. Okay. And here it will say you have forked it from Yahoo CMAC. Means the owner is Yahoo CMAC and you have taken it. Obviously, if you don't want, you can go to setting and you can delete it. But this is one technique which you should know. Fork. Fork means
This fork will be there for future also, no, sir? Not like for one time. Whenever we are in activate.
Whenever you want, you can use it. Fork will be lifetime.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. So with this, I complete Git. Okay. Now I individually know Git, but in going forward classes, I will teach you how to integrate Git with some other tool, like Git with Jenkins, Git with Ansible, Git with Terraform. So like this, I will start my work. Okay. So next Monday we'll meet again, and then from there we'll continue. Okay.
Sir, one simple question. I think as a DevOps guy, what is our role in this, sir?
See, little bit of development, little bit of operations. So when I go into the project, then the clarity will be more. But as of now, you learn the tools, but you will become an all-rounder as and when we proceed. So today I know Git. Slowly I will learn other tools, and then I'll show you what is your actual work.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Okay, fine. See you then, guys.
Okay, Vikas, thanks.